The rescue man sat in his car on a sunny day waiting for phone calls about animals that needed help. His phone was right next to him on the seat, and he had many bags full of food, water, blankets, and other things he might need to help animals. He had been helping animals for many years and always kept his car ready with everything. He was just sitting there quietly on what seemed like a normal day when something truly amazing happened that he would never forget for the rest of his life. A mother cat came walking up to his car carrying a very tiny baby kitten in her mouth. The kitten was so small and could not walk or even open its eyes yet. The mother cat looked right at the man through his car window like she somehow knew he was the kind of person who helped animals in trouble. She was not scared of him at all and seemed to trust him completely right from the first moment she saw him. Without any fear, she jumped right into his car through the open window and put her precious baby on the seat very gently and carefully. She was so gentle with her kitten and made sure not to hurt the tiny baby. The man could not believe what he was seeing with his own eyes. He had helped many animals before during his years of rescue work, but nothing quite like this had ever happened to him. The mother cat quickly jumped out of the car and ran away fast. At first, the man thought maybe she got scared and decided to leave her baby behind. But then just a few minutes later, she came running back with another tiny kitten held carefully in her mouth. She jumped back into the car and put the second baby right next to the first one. Then she ran away again just as fast as before. Now the man realized what was happening. This very smart mother cat was actually bringing all her babies to him one by one. She was doing her own rescue mission to keep her family safe. She made many trips going back and forth between his car and wherever she had been hiding her kittens. Each time she brought another little kitten to his car and placed it gently with the others. She was not afraid of the man at all and seemed to completely trust him with her most important treasure in the whole world. All the kittens were very tiny and probably only a few days old. Their eyes were still closed and they could barely move on their own. They needed their mother to take care of them and keep them warm and safe. The man sat quietly and watched as this brave and loving mother worked so hard to keep all her babies safe. She never got tired and never stopped until she had brought every single one of her kittens to his car. Her love for her babies was so strong that she knew exactly what to do to protect them. The man felt very happy and amazed watching this mother cat take such wonderful care of her family. When the mother cat seemed finished bringing all her kittens, the man carefully got out of his car to look around the area. He had learned from helping animals for many years that he should always check everywhere very carefully and thoroughly. Sometimes mother animals miss things when they are scared, stressed, or in a big hurry to get their babies to safety. He walked slowly and looked near the road, around some bushes, and in other places where a kitten might be hiding. As he was looking carefully in all the different places, he saw something very small moving on the ground near the road. There was one more tiny kitten lying all alone on the cold, hard road. This poor little baby was crying softly and looked very weak and sick. The mother cat had somehow missed this one kitten during all her rescue trips. Maybe she was so focused on the other babies that she forgot about this one. The man quickly but gently picked up this forgotten baby kitten and carried it very carefully back to his car. He placed it with all its brothers and sisters so the whole family could be together. Now all the babies were finally safe and together in one place. The man felt so good knowing that no baby had been left behind to face danger alone on the street. The man really wanted to thank the amazing mother cat for trusting him with her precious family. He reached into one of his supply bags and took out a special creamy treat that he always carried just for cats. These treats were made especially for cats and tasted very good. They also had good nutrition that helped cats feel stronger and healthier. The mother cat took the treat from his hand and ate it very happily. She seemed much more relaxed and comfortable now that all her kittens were completely safe in one place. She had worked so hard during her rescue mission and was probably very hungry and tired. The good food made her feel much better and gave her the energy she needed to take care of her babies. While the mother cat was enjoying her well-deserved treat and resting from all her hard work, a local rickshaw driver who worked in that area came walking over to talk to the rescue man. The driver had been watching everything happen from where he was working nearby. He was very impressed by what he had seen and wanted to help too. The rickshaw driver told the man about another cat he had seen hiding somewhere close by. The rescue man decided he should definitely go and investigate this important information that the helpful rickshaw driver had given him. He walked very carefully and slowly toward the area where the frightened cat was supposed to be hiding. When he got closer to the place the driver had described, he could clearly see a mother cat crouched down very low to the ground. She was shaking and looked absolutely terrified of everything around her. Her whole body showed how scared and stressed she was feeling. She had probably been hiding there for hours or maybe even days. As soon as this very scared cat saw the man walking toward her hiding place, she immediately tried to attack him because she was so frightened and felt trapped. She hissed loudly and tried to scratch at him with her claws to protect herself from what she thought was danger. Her fear made her act very defensive and aggressive even though the man was only trying to help her. The experienced rescue man completely understood why she was acting this way. He also took out another one of his special creamy treats and offered it to the scared cat, just like he had done with the other mother cat earlier. These treats were not only delicious, but also provided important nutrition that stressed and hungry animals desperately needed to feel better and regain their strength. The scared mother cat immediately stopped trying to attack when she saw the tiny kittens placed near her. Her whole behavior changed in an instant. She seemed to recognize them right away as her own babies, and began to calm down slowly as she realized these were indeed her precious kittens that she had been desperately searching for everywhere. She carefully sniffed each tiny kitten to make sure they were really hers. When she was certain they were her babies, she began to relax more and more. After eating the nutritious treat that the kind man offered her, she became much more peaceful and calm. She even allowed the man to come closer to her without feeling threatened or scared anymore. The man could clearly see that this poor mother cat had been extremely hungry and very stressed from frantically looking everywhere for her lost babies. She had probably been searching for days without eating or resting properly. She was exhausted from worry and fear. Now that she was finally reunited with her precious kittens and had received some good food, her whole attitude and behavior changed completely for the better. With both mother cats now feeling calm, safe, and trusting toward him, the rescue man knew he needed to carefully transport all these animals to his rescue center, where they could receive proper care and live safely. He had thoughtfully brought 2 strong and comfortable carriers in his car, which turned out to be absolutely perfect for this particular rescue situation. When they finally arrived at the rescue center, which was also the man's own comfortable home, something absolutely wonderful and heartwarming happened that made everyone feel good. His other rescued cats, who had been living there safely and happily for different lengths of time, seemed to somehow sense that new friends had arrived who needed help, understanding, and friendship. These cats had all been rescued from their own difficult, scary, and dangerous situations in the past, so they completely understood what it felt like to be frightened, alone, hungry, and in desperate need of help and care. They remembered their own experiences of being scared and not knowing where they would find safety and love. The process of introducing everyone was incredibly gentle and natural. The experienced rescue man carefully set up separate, comfortable spaces for each cat family, so they could settle in peacefully without any stress, pressure, or worry. He provided plenty of fresh, clean food and water for everyone. He also gave them soft, warm blankets and quiet, private areas where the mothers could nurse their tiny kittens safely and peacefully without any disturbance. The other cats who already lived in the rescue center watched the newcomers with curiosity and interest, but they kept a respectful distance. They seemed to understand that the new families needed time and space to adjust to their new surroundings and feel comfortable in their new home before making friends. Over the following days and weeks, both cat families began to slowly and carefully explore their new environment. They gradually started to interact with the other animals living there in a friendly way. The rescue man made absolutely sure that each family had everything they could possibly need to be healthy and happy. The nursing mother cats needed plenty of good, nutritious food so they could produce healthy milk for their growing babies. The tiny kittens needed warm, clean, safe spaces where they could sleep peacefully and grow bigger and stronger every single day. Everyone got the individual attention and care they needed to thrive in their new home. The man also scheduled thorough health checks with the local vet to make sure all the animals were completely healthy and developing properly as they should be. The vet carefully examined each kitten and both mother cats. Everyone was doing very well, and the babies were growing bigger, stronger, and more active every day. The mother cats were taking absolutely excellent care of their kittens and making sure they got everything they needed. The rescue center truly became a peaceful, loving, and joyful home where animals who had experienced fear, uncertainty, danger, and hardship could finally feel completely secure, loved, and happy. Both mother cats proved to be absolutely amazing parents who cared for their kittens with incredible dedication, love, and protection every single day.